Hey, what's up? Now, if you've seen my What's in the Box videos, you would know that my friend TreasureFan02, aka Viola Blue, hooked me up with Wergelder. Whoo! These are manga omnibuses, by the way. As you can see, they're very thick. This is one, and this one over here is number two. Pretty much contains volume 1 and 2 of the manga and volume 3 and 4 of the manga. Now, both of these omnibuses definitely deserve these ratings. I mean, it is no joke. And it's not even surprising because look who the creator is. Hiroaki, creator of Blade of the Immortal, which is one of my favorite mangas, even though I never got the physical copies. And I'm not gonna lie, I do hope on getting them one day, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're currently expensive. But anyway, these things they're really good. Highly recommend you check it out if you have the stomach for it. What I mean by that is there's a lot of stuff that happens in here. It was like as if let me do my usual show the copyright, because I was just about to blast it on. Here it is. There's the copyright. I mean, just to give you guys a little taste. Look, I'm just opening up the cover, and what do you see? Look at that. Okay, that's obviously normal. Nothing different. And yeah, okay, we're already gonna start. We're already starting. Yeah, I mean, seriously, this has a lot of stuff in here. Where, all right, number one, the setting is definitely real world setting. And this world is pretty much, it's not one of those, oh, it's the bright side of life. No, this is more in the theme of the dark side of what's happened and when you pretty much live in Japan that involves Yakuzas. Now, for those of you that don't know, Yakuza is pretty much gangs. You know, there's a lot of gang stuff in here. For these two, obviously there's multiple different Yakuza groups and classes. And yeah, you're pretty much following the eyes of Shinobu, Jai, Nami, and Soli. There's more characters in here. Definitely more characters. But the whole situation is just like, wow. It was like as if Hiroaki was told, hey, we want you to do the same thing you did in Blade of the Immortal, where you pretty much go all out. There's no limits. You can go as crazy as you want to go. There's no restriction. Just do what do your thing, and we'll check it out and we'll decide the rating from there. There's a reason why both of these things got this. Here's what I mean. We're dealing with gang warfare, prostitution, drugs, rape, pharmaceutical medicine, science, dark humor, dismemberment, gore, blood, martial arts action, gun kata, gunplays, a lot of long range and short range gunfights. And there's some characters' backstories and origin that make you go, yeah, you're fucked up. It's just, this is great. I mean, definitely not safe for work, and I would not recommend anybody young unless they're, I don't know, I'm just going to say definitely not, because there is nudity. And like I already mentioned, there's a lot of things listed, and there's plenty more I can list, but that's just enough for right now. Now, I already mentioned the character's name. Pretty much a little bit of the back characterization analysis is Shinobu, she left this island that this pharmaceutical company is currently residing in. She left this island at a young age, pretty much like a runaway, for many reasons. Her personality traits is she's very street smart, she has photographic memory, and she, not only that, but she's very good at remembering certain details to pretty much benefit her in any situation that she thrust upon. For example, there was a situation where she pretty much is a loner, first of all, And then all of a sudden, this situation happened where this guy invited her into this world where all of a sudden, because of this, she has to help this Yakuza group to pretty much prove her innocence so she can pretty much go and live on her normal solitude life. Then you meet Jai. Jai is pretty much the enforcer of another Yakuza group, where for her, she is, as you can see depicted in this picture, extremely violent. She's very good at her hand-to-hand combat and long-range attack because, yeah, she's good at shooting, but she more prefers hand-to-hand combat. That's where she feels empowered. But one of her quirks is, and this is where I think is interesting, is that she takes her job as if it's a job like you and I when we go to work. We work long shifts. We get lunch breaks. She will literally take a lunch break, bust out a bag of food, and start eating. And if any of her assailant is alive or survive her beatdown, they will obviously interrupt her, which pisses her off more to kill them. And did I mention that there's a lot of deaths in here? This is some serious stuff. Nami. Now, her backstory is, yeah, it's like, you know what? The best way to describe her character is she's the character that is full of vengeance. And she has every right to go after the people that she's going after. Her end game, her goal is pretty much wipe this particular pharmaceutical company group for a particular reason, and you understand why. However, the way she do things is she gets information. She's really good at disguises. She's very good at long-range attack and hand-to-hand combat. She's pretty much, what's the best term for it? A very good weapon that is full of rage, but she's very toned. She's very silent, which makes her even really deadly. And you're like, you know what? For me, personally, I want to see her story flush out throughout this series. And I want her to actually win. That's my feeling so far. But I know there's more to this than what it is. Then, I forgot to flip this over. You meet Soli. Now, Soli, her backstory is, you will feel sympathetic to her. You're like, oh, damn. Because pretty much it's like she's fucked. And because of what happened to her, the way she viewed things, you see why she is really good at what she does. The way she gets information out of people, or the way she punishes people, is literally, really, really messed up. Like, she is the person that, say, a Yakuza grabbed this guy, and all they want is information, the guy won't talk. She gonna make him talk. And she got a messed up way of torturing people. But she's pretty much enthralled in this whole situation where everything goes all crazy. Like, as you can see, what I really enjoy about this is everything is hand drawn. Like, you can tell there's no computer CGI. There's none of that, those panel dots. Everything is just detailed, and the language that they use here fits the story. It makes everything flow really, really good. And it's just like, everything makes sense. Like I said, there is some dark humor, and there's a couple of panels that literally will make you flinch, where be like, okay, I gotta mentally be ready for it, because everything is thrown in your face with no sense of care. And all you gotta do is just take it and accept it for what it is, and that's what I like about this. Highly recommend it. Definitely collect all of them if you can, and if you do get just a regular manga version, go out and grab those too. As of right now, I want more. I want to know more about what's going on. You will get attached to some characters where you're like, I like that character's personality. He's cool. Or she's cool. And then all of a sudden, when characters die, they die in the most horrific fashion. It is really fucked up. I highly recommend it. I mean, that's why it's one of those mangas where it's like, don't get too attached to certain characters, because you never know how their end's gonna happen. And their end is not like, oh, you just got shot. No, there's some stuff. So, yeah, like I said, it's like, All those things I listed, there's so much more, but I don't want to give too much away. Highly recommend you guys check it out. Yeah, Wergelder. Thanks, Treasure Fan 02. You made me a fan. I'm now a fan. I want more. Alright then. Later.